What if Lincoln currency I told you that a single penny, yes, just 1 cent, could be worth a mind-blowing $80 million? That's right. Today, we are diving deep into the incredible history, hidden value, and rare errors of the 1979 Lincoln penny. This tiny coin, often overlooked in pocket change, could turn an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight. Stay with me as we uncover all the secrets behind this seemingly ordinary coin and find out if you might have a fortune hiding right in your piggy bank. The history of the 1979 Lincoln PNNY. Before we talk about the insane value, let's take a moment to understand the history behind the 1979 Lincoln penny. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, which is represented by the small D mint mark just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. The Lincoln penny itself has a long and rich history, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features Lincoln's profile, while the reverse originally displayed 2 wheat stalks, later replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo. The 1979 Lincoln penny is part of the Memorial series, which was produced from 1959 until 2008. It was struck in massive quantities, with hundreds of millions entering circulation. But not all 1979 pennies are created equal, and some rare varieties, errors, and mint-condition specimens have turned out to be worth a fortune. What makes this penny so special? You might be wondering, why would a simple 1979 penny be worth anything more than a cent? The answer lies in 4 key factors: rarity, condition, errors, and collector demand. The right combination of these factors can send the value of a coin skyrocketing at auctions. Key errors and VARIETIS. Some of the most valuable 1979 pennies are those with rare errors. Coin errors occur during the minting process when something goes wrong with the die, the planchet, or the striking process. Some errors are subtle, while others are dramatic, making them highly sought after by collectors. One of the most valuable varieties is the double die obverse. This occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die in a slightly misaligned manner, resulting in noticeable doubling on certain letters or numbers. If you look closely at the word Liberty, or In God We Trust on some 1979 pennies, you might see a distinct doubling effect. This type of error dramatically increases a coin's value, especially in higher grades. Another incredibly valuable error is the OFF center strike. This happens when the coin blank is not properly aligned with the dies, causing a portion of the design to be missing. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the penny becomes. An extreme off-center strike where part of the date or mint mark is missing can sell for thousands. A third type of error that could make your 1979 penny valuable is the broad-struck error. This occurs when the coin is struck without the collar that normally holds the metal in place, resulting in a slightly wider and flatter appearance. These are rare and can bring in big money at auctions. Grading and condition. How much could your penny be worth? If you've got a 1979 penny, the first thing you should check is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Most circulated pennies will only be worth face value, but those in uncirculated condition, graded MS 65 or higher, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A standard 1979 penny in circulated condition might only be worth a few cents to a few dollars. However, an MS 67 or MS 68 graded penny with sharp details, full luster, and no scratches can command thousands of dollars at auction. In some rare cases, the perfect specimen, an MS 70, could be valued at over $1 million, the big money. How can a penny be worth $80 million? Now, you're probably asking, how on earth can a 1979 penny be worth $80 million? While no official sale has reached this level yet, experts believe that if the ultimate rare combination of an extreme error, a high-grade specimen, and collector frenzy occurs, a single penny could break all previous records. In the world of numismatics, where rare coins often reach astronomical prices, nothing is impossible. Take, for example, the 1943 copper penny, which has sold for over $1 million. If a similar unique variety or extreme minting error were to be discovered in the 1979 D series, it could set a new all-time record for penny sales. How to check if you have a rare 1979 D PNNY? Want to see if you have a life-changing coin in your collection? Follow these steps. Inspect your penny under a magnifying glass. Look for doubling on the letters or numbers. Check for off-center strikes or any unusual shape. Look at the overall condition. No scratches, wear, or discoloration means a higher grade. Weigh your penny. Some rare varieties may have different weights due to planchet errors. Consider professional grading. PCGS and NGC are the top services that authenticate and certify rare coins. Where to sell your rare PNNY? If you've got a valuable 1979 D penny, there are several places to sell it. Online auction sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Stax Bowers coin dealers and pawn shops that specialize in rare coins, coin shows, and numismatic conventions where serious collectors gather. Private collectors who are willing to pay a premium for rare finds. Final thoughts, and call TOACTION. So, there you have it. The 1979 D Lincoln penny could be hiding in your pocket, waiting to make you rich. Always check your change, because you never know when you might come across one of these rare gems. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries, and comment below. Have you checked your penny collection lately? You might just be holding a multi-million-dollar treasure. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Told you that a single penny from 1981, yes, just 1 cent, could be worth a jaw-dropping $80 million? You heard that right. There are rare and valuable 1981 Lincoln pennies out there, and today, we're going to uncover the history, the mint marks, the hidden errors, and exactly what makes these coins worth a fortune. You won't believe how much collectors are willing to pay for certain varieties. And who knows, you might just have one of these treasures sitting in your pocket right now. Stay tuned because this is one video you don't want to miss. The history of the 1981 Lincoln PNNY. To understand the true value of the 1981 Lincoln penny, we have to go back to its origins. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has been a staple of American currency for over a century. The 1981 penny was part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial series, which featured the iconic image of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side of the coin. This design was used from 1959 until 2008, making the 1981 penny one of the later coins in this classic series. The 1981 Lincoln penny was minted in massive quantities across 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D; and San Francisco, marked with an S. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were primarily for circulation, while the San Francisco coins were struck as proof versions for collectors. But despite the high mintage, not all 1981 pennies are created equal. Some are worth big money due to rare errors and exceptional quality. Why are 1981 Lincoln pennies so valuable? While most 1981 pennies are only worth face value, there are a few key factors that can turn an ordinary cent into a coin worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars. These factors include rarity, condition, unique minting errors, and high collector demand. Let's break down each of these in detail. Key errors and rare varieties. One of the main reasons certain 1981 Lincoln pennies are worth a fortune is due to minting errors. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and the rarer the error, the higher the value. Double die averse (DDO). This error occurs when the coin is struck by a misaligned die, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on letters and numbers. On the 1981 Lincoln penny, look closely at the word Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see clear doubling, you could be looking at a rare and valuable coin worth thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes. A 1981 penny that was struck off-center, meaning part of the design is missing, can be extremely valuable depending on how much of the design is missing. The more dramatic the off-center error, the higher the value. Some of these coins can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Broad strike errors. This happens when a coin is struck without the collar die in place, causing it to spread out wider than usual. Broad strike errors on 1981 pennies can be worth hundreds or even thousands depending on the condition. Wrong planchet errors. Sometimes, pennies are accidentally struck on the wrong metal planchet. For example, if a 1981 penny was mistakenly struck on a dime planchet or even a foreign coin planchet, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. San Francisco proof coins with cameo or deep cameo finish. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint were struck with special dies to create a highly detailed and mirrored surface. If you have a 1981 S-proof penny with a strong cameo or deep cameo contrast, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in top condition. Grading and condition. How much could your penny be worth? Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS 70 being a perfect, flawless specimen. A regular 1981 penny in circulated condition is typically worth only 1 cent, but an uncirculated or high-grade version can command serious money. Circulated condition, G to XF, worth face value up to a few cents. Uncirculated condition, MS 60 to MS 65, worth $1 to $100. MS 67 or higher, worth $1,000 to $10,000 plus rare errors and varieties, worth $5,000 to $80 million depending on rarity and demand. The big money. How can a penny be worth $80 million? You're probably wondering, how can a single penny be worth $80 million? Well, in the world of rare coins, extreme rarity combined with high demand can lead to jaw-dropping prices at auction. If a never-before-seen, perfect condition, rare era 1981 Lincoln penny were to surface, it could break records and reach unprecedented values. While number 1981 penny has officially sold for that amount yet, experts believe that if a one-of-a-kind specimen were discovered, it could be worth a life-changing fortune. How to check if you have a rare 1981 PNNY? Want to see if you have a valuable 1981 Lincoln penny? Here's how to check. Inspect the coin for doubling errors. Look closely at the letters and numbers. Check for off-center strikes, broad strikes, or other noticeable minting errors. Examine the condition. No scratches, dings, or discoloration means higher value. Weigh the coin. If it's significantly different from the standard 3.11 grams, it might be struck on the wrong planchet. Consider getting the coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. Where to sell your rare PNNY if you've got a valuable 1981 penny? There are several ways to sell it for top dollar. Online marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections, local coin dealers and pawn shops, coin shows and numismatic conventions, directly to serious collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents. Final thoughts, and call TOACTION. So there you have it. The 1981 Lincoln penny could be hiding in your spare change, waiting to make you rich. With rare errors, high-grade conditions, and unique varieties, some of these coins are worth an absolute fortune. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more incredible coin finds, and drop a comment below. Have you checked your pocket change lately? Who knows, your next penny could be worth $80 million. Stay tuned for more amazing discoveries, and happy hunting! Told you that a simple penny from 1985 could be worth a jaw-dropping $80 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single 1-cent coin, hiding in your pocket or tucked away in a jar, might just be worth a fortune. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible history, rare errors, and shocking market value of the 1985 Lincoln penny. Stay with me until the end because you won't believe what makes this coin so valuable. Could you be sitting on a hidden treasure? Let's find out. The history of the 1985 Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin honors President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. The 1985 Lincoln penny, like its predecessors, was minted in large numbers, but not all pennies are equal. Some of these coins contain rare errors, and others have unique qualities that make them incredibly valuable. Understanding the history behind this penny is key to unlocking its potential worth. The 1985 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can identify where your penny was minted by looking at the small letter under the year on the front of the coin. No mint mark means it was made in Philadelphia, a D represents the Denver Mint, and an S indicates San Francisco. While most of these pennies were made with common specifications, certain factors have elevated some of them to astronomical values. What makes the 1985 penny so valuable? Not every 1985 penny is valuable, but specific factors can make some of them worth a fortune. Condition, mint mark, rarity, and eras all play a role in determining the value of your coin. The 1985 Lincoln penny is usually composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, but a few rare varieties exist with different compositions or striking errors. Rare errors make some of these pennies incredibly valuable, while high-grade, well-preserved specimens can fetch thousands at auction. If you find a rare variation combined with perfect condition, you might just be looking at a coin worth millions. Rare error varieties of the 1985 PNNY. One of the main reasons why some 1985 pennies have skyrocketed in value is the presence of minting errors. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and certain types of errors can increase the coin's value exponentially. One of the most famous errors in the 1985 Lincoln penny is the double die obverse. This error occurs when the coin is struck by a misaligned die, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on the inscriptions. Look closely at Liberty and In God We Trust to see if your penny exhibits this valuable error. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. If the coin was not properly aligned during minting, the design may appear shifted, with parts of the image missing. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin becomes, especially if the date remains fully visible. Other rare errors include clipped planchets, where part of the coin is missing due to an error in the cutting process, and die cracks, which create raised lines on the coin's surface. Some 1985 pennies were also struck on the wrong metal planchet, making them even more valuable. Grading and condition. How much could your penny be worth? The value of a 1985 Lincoln penny depends heavily on its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. With MS-70 being a flawless specimen. Circulated pennies with wear and tear are generally worth only face value, but uncirculated, high-grade examples can command huge prices at auction. A standard 1985 penny in good condition might be worth only a few cents, but if it's in mint-state condition, MS-67 or higher, it could fetch thousands. The highest recorded sale of a 1985 Lincoln penny reached an astonishing price due to its near-perfect condition combined with a rare error. The $80 million penny. Fact or myth? You may be wondering, how can a single penny be worth $80 million? While number 1985 penny has officially sold for that amount yet, experts believe that if the perfect combination of rarity, condition, and error were discovered, it could break records. The numismatic world has seen rare coins sell for astronomical prices, and a one-of-a-kind 1985 penny could very well reach that level. To put it into perspective, previous rare pennies, such as the 1943 bronze Lincoln cent and the 1955 double-dyed penny, have sold for hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. If a previously undiscovered ultra-rare 1985 penny exists, it could reach an unprecedented market value. How to check if you have a rare 1985 PNNY? If you want to see if you're holding a valuable 1985 Lincoln penny, follow these steps. Examine the coin carefully using a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling on the lettering, date, or Lincoln's profile. Check for off-center strikes or clipped planchets. Compare the weight of your coin to a standard 1985 penny. If there's a significant difference, it could be an error coin struck on the wrong planchet. Inspect the overall condition, no scratches, dings, or discoloration. If you think you have a rare variety, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Where to sell your valuable 1985 PNNY? If you find a rare 1985 penny, there are many places where you can sell it for top dollar. Consider listing it on online marketplaces like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections. You can also visit local coin shops, pawn shops, or attend numismatic conventions where collectors are eager to purchase rare coins. If your penny is exceptionally rare, auction houses may be the best option, as bidding wars between collectors can drive prices to astronomical levels. Final thoughts, and call TOACTIO. And the 1985 Lincoln penny may seem like just another coin. But hidden among them are rare treasures worth life-changing amounts of money. If you haven't checked your pocket change yet, now is the time. You could be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more incredible coin discoveries, and leave a comment below. Have you found any rare coins in your collection? Let us know, we'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting!